roughly an empire lasts? So y'all know how roughly an empire lasts 250 years? Well, next year, 2026, that's when America celebrates its 250th year. There's already been speculation that Babylon is about to fall. Empire lasts 250 years, usually. And America is approaching that point in time. All great nations had their run, and then guess what? It falls. Talk about Assyria, 247 years. Persia, 208 years. Greece, 231 years. The Roman Republic, 233 years. The Roman Empire, 207 years. That's a big one. The Arab Empire, 246 years. Mamluk Empire, 267 years. The Ottoman Empire, 250 years. Spain, 250 years. Russia, Romanov Russia, 234 years. Britain, 250 years. America is approaching that. That is why it seems like America is about to fall. It's because it's already written. It's because it's a spiritual thing. It's all spiritual. Do y'all not see it? Do you not see it? Look at this list. None of them went past 250 years. So America might have a year left. And if it goes longer than that, that would surprise me. So y'all know how roughly in 50 years.
Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Akakadash. Double honors unto the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutation to you, Akim, pushing this word in sincerity and in truth. This is your brother Yassad. Back at you with another lesson will edify into the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. So this one here is going into it. I'll go into this one basically, judging, rulership's timeline. Babylon, time is soon, some judging past empires rule. America's time is soon up, basically, yeah. So as I saw the video, he went in basically the length empires ruled and lasted for, and none exceeded 250 years, right? So basically, and we all know it would be so because, full righteousness hasn't come yet, That is the unit where our empire would last forever under the rule and reign of Yahushai. That is where the empire is going to last forever. But as the scriptures say, know this old, that the triumphing of the wicked is but for a moment. This from Gemini here. The United States has been an independent nation for 249 years as of 2025. And its independence is officially recognized from July the 4th, 1776, the date, and Continental Congress adopted the Declaration of Independence. Yeah. And we clearly see basically people who aren't even prophets, just basically looking into the times, the little prophecies. They could clearly see that this is Babylon the Great that it speaks of in the scriptures. Yeah, because when you do check the history, the Babylon at the ancient time, back then, it wasn't destroyed with nuclear missiles and wasn't, entirely uninhabited, right? So, this is this Babylon that it's speaking of in this time. So, let's get into some precepts. Alright, I'll start off with book Daniel, the 4th chapter and 17th verse. It said, "This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and set it up over it the basis of men. So we clearly understand that all those who will set up and gain rulership, it was orchestrated or set up by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, right? That is why, for instance, Nebuchadnezzar, when he spoke proud, when he was told he is the head of gold and whatnot, the Lord humbled him, right? The Lord humbled him. And in the end, he basically knew that, hey, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is in control. A man is nothing, Yeah, a man is nothing except the Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai exalted. It's not he that watered or he that planted, but it's the Most High will give it the increase. So pursuant to the Job chapter 9 and 24, the earth is given. Let's get it. Because this basis of men, speaking of the Edomites that are actually in power right now, right? They are the ones that currently in power. They govern the banking system. They set up the school systems and everything basically that we see operating, it's functioning under their laws, because the Lord gave the power unto them, right? So my guy here, Job 9 and 4, and you see is a vibration of wickedness. They bearing rule, but under wickedness, oppression, lies, great deceit. Right. And we know a kingdom being ruled under deceit and wickedness, it wouldn't last forever. Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So, who gave it? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, because it say the Most High ruleth both in kingdom and he ruleth in the kingdom of men, right? And he give it to whomsoever he will. You see in Daniel, I think 7. Check that out, Daniel 7:21. So, let's search it up. It says he set it up kings. Oh, select Daniel 2:21. And he changed the times and the seasons, he removed kings and set it up kings. He giveth wisdom unto the wise and knowledge to them that know understanding. Yeah, so this is basically Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is in control. That's why the scripture go on to say that the Lord created them vessels are wrath fitted for destruction. With long suffering, he basically bear them, being ruled, being in that rulership, wreaking havoc upon the earth. The air is polluted, the water is polluted. This man even going to the extent blocking out the sun. As the scripture said, this man really is basically carry forth death and hell anywhere he goes. You know? The book of Job 5, Job 20 and Job 20 and 5, that it say, let me start this, for knowest not thou this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Yeah. Though his excellency mount up to heaven, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? You know? So with all the pride, they had a God complex, they boast in themselves, and as the scripture says, with thy wisdom and thy traffic, thou hast gotten the riches. You know, offer evil using the sword, you know, offer the slavery of the Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics. Hey, you get your riches, your unrighteous dealings. You are who you are up to now, right? But hey, your rule isn't gonna last forever, as they say in the book of Psalms 49 and the 11th verse. The inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever. So that's what they think, you know, they have a system set up, let the money remain in the family. You know, that's why they would disown the daughters, because they keep that money within the family. You know, because they understand reincarnation. The elites of the world, they understand reincarnation because, you know, they lead the son to lead on and continue the journey. That's why one of them made a phrase, you know, they finally accomplished what they have been looking to accomplish last 3,000 years. You know, because this man, as the scriptures say, he that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy. And this is what they do. They equip the son, the children, with the men, the young men with wisdom and knowledge, to carry forth basically their plans, their agenda, right? And so it is. Let's see, the inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. Yeah. So this is where they think that they would never be removed. The technological advancements, as they unstoppable. You know, but this is what they think, right? But again, the Lord has a time and a season for everything under the sun. That is Ecclesiastes 3. Ecclesiastes 3 and 1. To everything there's a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven, because right now is the rulership and the reign of the wicked. Habakkuk 1 and verses 3 or 4 say, you know, the wicked compass the righteous. You know, judgment is slack. The wicked compass the righteous. You know, and that way is seen in these times, because the wicked bearing root. Right? I'm gonna jump to verses. Verses 3. A time to kill, and a time to heal, a time to break down, and a time to build up. And this is what we see here. You know, the Lord is breaking down his empire, his kingdom, just as the other kingdoms were broken down. And what? Jacob, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. So he's looking to set this man kingdom down and uplift the Israelites, set up the true rulers of the earth on the righteous order. Because they would never learn or exhort righteousness, the wicked, right? The scriptures say that he who is accustomed to do evil, right, Charlie Leopard change your spots, let's see if I pull that up. Because, hey, we know that no matter what this man here, hey, God, it's so sweet right here. Right. Oh, so wrong. Jeremiah 13:23. Can the Ethiopian change his skin or the leopard his spots? Then may ye do good that are accustomed to do evil, because it is not in him. Psalms 50 from 16, as it say, what I'm gonna butcher the scripture. It say Psalms 50:16, but unto the wicked, Yahweh by Hashem shall say, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth, seeing thou hatest instruction and casteth my words behind thee? Because this man here, he would never change. Never. He'll always be that vile man as he was created to be. And this is to show you the Lord's work is in its perfection. Right? So, right. We said into the book of Sirach. Sirach 10 and 8. Now start at 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. Yeah, because this man is wicked, so you see now that a wicked vibration upon the face of the earth. Scripture says in Psalms 10, he bless the covetous, and unwise king destroyed his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. The power of the earth is in the hand of who? Yahweh Hashem Eloshai. And in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. And that one is who? The scripture says, and the same shall take the kingdom. When we get to verse 8, it says, because of unrighteous dealings, and this is how this man go about, his rule. Injuries and riches got by what? Deceit. The kingdom is translated from one people to another. Yeah. So this kingdom is coming to an end. Second Esdras, First Esdras 4:36. All the I guess second Esdras 4:36. Right, second Esdras 4:37. By measure he measured the times, and by number he numbered the times, and he doth not move nor stir them until they said, measure be fulfilled. So just as, you know, all these empires have a time period to rule, so Yahweh Shem Yahushai set it. And as the scriptures say, days determine. Look at Job 14:5, I will forget it. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months I would be. Though thou appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. And that is it, because a bounds already set. As I see, no empire haven't crossed the 250, so that's why they're pushing so hard with this agenda to push push beyond that bounds, so that they will set up that system and get a reset at their rulership. But it's not going to be so. The Lord is going to disappoint the crafty devices. So hopefully this lesson was edifying. All praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahshua. Hey, that's why you even see Trump put a big Bitcoin not too far from the White House. Hey, double answer the others and the apostles. I get to study to you. I'll come until the next one.